How many of you guys have ever been cheated on? I'm hoping that those who are watching this video, the answer is zero, but I highly doubt it. I guarantee you that somebody that's watching this video, at least one person, has unfortunately been cheated on. And I want you to think about what are some of the wildest cheating things that have happened to you, or maybe things that you've heard that have happened to other people, because that's what we're going to get into today with these Reddit stories. I have 10 very, very quick Reddit situations of people that have been cheated on or people that know about cheating situations that are just wild. And if you guys really like this, let me know. If I get 10 likes and or 500 views, I'll do a part 2 because there were so many of these. I just could not cover all of these, but we're going to cover 10 for today. So the title is, what's the wildest cheating story you've witnessed or happened to you? So we're going to start off with Celio Lee 92. And they said that a family friend's husband was having an affair for 20 plus years. And that woman knew the entire time about his family. Oh. And guys, mind you, I didn't read any of these. I just picked them out and just make that clear. He was at her ranch one time and was bucked off a horse and broke his neck. Ooh. The affair partner called his wife to tell her and acted like everything about this situation was normal, and the wife had no reason to act all upset at the affair. Some people really just have no shame. Facts. Guy lived and made a complete recovery, left his mistress, and stayed together since they were working on their relationship. He died a few years ago, and the wife finds out he never actually left his mistress, just lied. Ooh. That is sick, y'all. That man lied to his death, said, oh, I'm going to leave her alone, and just kept on. Shame on you, man. Rest in peace, but shame on you. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. All right. French 77 says, I know a guy whose wife was cheating with his cousin, also married. He finds out and decides to have everyone over for a supper. Halfway through supper, he looks his wife dead in the eyes and says, I know you two are messing around, right in front of the affair partner and his wife too. Stuff blew up and everyone got divorced. Affair partners never got together either. Yeah, so you had all that fun just for this to blow up and amount to nothing. This is why I always say, and I said it in one of my shorts and so many of my videos, what's the point of cheating? Like, there's absolutely no point in cheating. Moving on. Third story, the Red 2685 says, I was 32. She was cheating on me with her ex for like 6 months before I found out. It's always the ex. Always the ex. The way I found out was she called me crying hysterically, saying she offed him, by accidentally running him over. How do you off somebody by accidentally running them over? What? I get all her belongings from the police and find all the evidence on her laptop with them messing around. An argument over me was what caused the running over. Police ruled it accidental, and she brags about it in bars to this day. She is sick. She also ended up having a kid with a guy that had the same name as me and spells it exactly the same too. Here's the edit part. He made an edit. The way she ran him over was interesting too. Purposely at first, but he was alive under the tire and she had a sudden change of heart. She jacked the car up using the car jack, but it slipped as she was attempting to pull him out. It was raining and the car tire crushed his rib cage and lungs, finishing him off. So technically he got ran over twice in the same. Ooh, this sounds like some Final Fantasy type stuff, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you, but the fact that she had, that woman is sick, just sick. Dishonor to that woman. Moving on, sick. Number 4, Remarkable Park 9768. This isn't that crazy, but I had a hunch my partner was cheating on me. And when I was at their place late one night, crying and begging for them to just tell me the truth, in walks the other woman with her sleeping bag. Heck no. So she wasn't even sleeping in a bed. She was in a sleeping bag. Dishonor to that man. Dishonor to that man. Just nasty, nasty work. Nasty work. Disgusting. All right, moving on. Let me scroll down a little bit. Okay. This user's deleted. Story number 5, by the way. But it says, when I was 18, my girlfriend, who lived 100 miles away, your girlfriend that was 100 miles away at 18? Wow. Came down to see me. Everything was fairly normal. She seemed a bit off, maybe. Then after she left, I realized that I was one condom down than I had expected, which was a bit weird. Heck no, this man was taking inventory of that. Wow. Then the next weekend, she had a house party that she avoided inviting me to. Long story short, she messed around with a guy and took that away from me. She then proceeded to keep seeing him for about 6 months while it's intensely gaslighting and lying to me. Still astonishes me 15 years later. Once again, shame and dishonor onto this young lady. Well, she's not young anymore. She's pretty much close to my age now, but still dishonor to her because, wow, that is sick. And then the gaslighting part, yeah, that's never a good thing. Story number 6. These next 2 stories are kind of short. Mustache_Monday says, buddy of mine had been married a few months when he found a special tape on a shared iPad of his wife and one of her exes. He knew it was recent because she wore the same lingerie that she brought specifically for their honeymoon. Oh, this is criminal. Just no. Shame on her. Shame on her. And once again, going back to the exes, I wonder how many of these actually involve exes. We're at 2 so far. All right. Story number 7, 1980 PZX. Wait, hold on. Let me scroll a little bit. There we go. A guy I know who was married with a kid and another on the way went to Germany as a civilian contractor to the army. While in Germany, he had a fling and got a girl pregnant. He comes back to the States to his wife and doesn't mention it. The girl from Germany ends up calling their house and leaving a message telling my friend when their kid is due. Well, friend's wife hears the message first and crap hits the fan. They got divorced. He now has 2 kids by 2 different women that are 2 months apart in age. Ooh. The wife ended up remarrying and is in a good place. I haven't talked to my friend in years. He met some girl online who was from the Philippines and went over there to be with her back in 2015. I haven't heard from him since. I'm not sure what became of the German girl and his daughter. Total piece of crap. Yep, total piece of crap. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. That man, normally what's crazy is you hear a lot of stories of people who are enlisted overseas and they're the ones getting cheated on. You rarely hear that they're the ones doing the cheating, although it does happen quite a bit. I have a lot of friends who are in the military who have told me about this. So, yeah, shame and dishonor on that man. And wow, yeah, shame and dishonor on you, sir. Story number 8, Amos Keller. 2 friends get married. The husband's 12-year-old nephew is the ring bearer. Fast forward 8 years, and the wife is messing around with the nephew? No! Time out, flag on the play. Y'all lucky I don't have my whistle around me. What? Nah, bruh. Listen, guys, I'm going to pause the story for a second. There is one thing that will forever be a no-no. 2 things, actually. I'm sorry. 2 things that will forever be a no-no when it comes to relationships, situationships, any form of a romantic whatever going on. That will always be a no-no. Number 1, you're messing around with family, even if they are not biological family. I don't care if they were family via marriage. No, you don't do that. That's a no-no. And an even bigger one than that, number 2, you don't mess around with people that you knew as jits. My common ground, and I've said this on this channel before, because as you guys may or may not know from my new viewers, I'm 35, right? I don't mind dating someone who is a little bit younger. Maybe she's 24, 25, 26. That don't bother me none, right? But the catch is, I cannot have known you from when you were a jit. Meaning, if I knew you at any point when you were younger than the age of 18, mind you, I don't even mess around with 18 and 21-year-olds because that's just way too young for me. You know what I'm saying? But if you were younger than a legal age of being an adult when I met you, you were off limits. Off limits. So that, sick. Moving on. Whew, oh my gosh. And had never had a serious. I know a lot of times we talk about pedophiles being men. We need to talk about how women can be pedophiles too. Sorry, just putting it out there. She was 31 and he was 20. Definitely spent some time in his late teen years grooming him. See what I mean? Told him he was rescuing her. Told him that if he got her pregnant, the family would have to accept it. The husband noticed that she was suddenly acting differently, and she had been cheating for about a month at the time. The husband also found fertility tests, then pregnancy tests, then Plan B stuff in the trash. So the whole 9 yards. Then she wasn't even smart enough to hide it. That's the crazy part. Well, crazier part. It's already crazy. She got pregnant, messy divorce. They had 2 kids. Was a huge family scandal and caused a whole lot of pain and mess. They demonized the whole family for calling them out for what they had done. The husband is my wife's brother, so I saw this all pretty up close, ugly stuff. So I'm going to say dishonor to both of those individuals, but I'm going to definitely say dishonor to the wife because, my goodness, this was definitely some grooming. I don't care what nobody says. Nasty, sick word. You know, people need to go to jail for that. All right, we got 2 more. Kale Forts. I went to the bathroom, and when I used it, it stunk. Uh-oh. So I asked my now ex-partner straight up, and he denied it. Then one day, he asked me to research something on Google Chrome. As soon as I opened up the tab, it had, I can't say this word on YouTube, y'all. I'm not going to say this word on the channel. Special workers. Workers that do certain types of acts. I'm going to leave it at that. Then he came clean and blamed it on me, saying because I wasn't in the mood, he found someone who was. I broke up with him, and it's been an uphill since. Oh, my Lord. First of all, I don't even know where to begin with this one. I'm sorry, that just racked my brain. Like, I would have took that man to court because I don't know the specific name of the law. Y'all comment below, but I guarantee I'm gonna do my research after this. But is there not a law to where if you have an STI or STD and you infect someone and you knowingly have it, now maybe he didn't know he had it at first, but you knowingly have it, can't you get jail time for that? Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment below. I know I ain't tripping, but God darn, big old shame to that man. Big old absolute shame. Because, you weren't in the mood, so I decided no. So because somebody wasn't in the mood, you just go out and creep out on somebody else. And I know there's a whole thing behind that. We're going to talk about that in the future video, but my gosh. Moving on. Some of these cheating stories make my head hurt. We're going to do one more. This is a very, very short one, and we're going to end it here. Actually, we'll do a bonus. We'll do this one. We'll do a bonus, and then we'll end it because this is a really short one. Impossible Visit 199 says, my ex-wife pretended to be admitted to a mental health ward for long-term treatment while actually staying with her new man and cheating on me. Dang. Just dishonor to the woman. Just be doing anything to get away from a significant other, huh? Sheesh. My gosh. All right, last one, and then we're going to end it. This is going to be our bonus. Wallbags says, my friend's mom was in a relationship with a guy for years, and they ended up getting engaged and married. The guy was the senior director of a company for which he traveled every week abroad for business. Eventually, the guy had a heart attack, and when my friend's mom turned up at the hospital, his wife and 2 kids were there also. So this man had a complete side mission, side family. Shame on that man. Before we even finish it, shame on that man. Let's keep it going. Dishonor to you sir. Give me a second. Oh boy. Why my computer did that? Why my computer did that? Go back. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I don't know why my computer did that. That's the thing about MacBooks. When you click a certain way, it just goes completely off screen. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me go down. Okay. Back. Okay, here it goes. So, wait, that's not it. Okay. Turned out he was already married with children and living a double life the whole time. When we went abroad for business, he was simply going back to his actual family. So he wasn't even going abroad. He was going to another. Yeah. I honestly never understood how people can live those double lives. Hell, I'm exhausted just trying to keep up with my own life. That part. Let alone juggle two more. I feel you. And that's one of the reasons why I just don't feel cheating. Because in my mind, I'm like, it's enough to keep up with yourself. Then it's also enough for you to keep up with yourself and another woman, or if you're a woman, keeping up with another man, or, wherever you stand at in terms of your preference, right? But now you telling me I got to watch this and do this? Nah, bro, that's too much. So that's where we're going to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are some crazy stories. And again, y'all comment below if y'all feel comfortable enough. Let me know what your stories are. Or what you can do is I'll leave my email in the description below as well. And if you want to send me a story that you would like me to go over, of course, your name will be confidential. I got a lot of inspiration from some of my favorite YouTubers. Tony's cheating stories is a great example. Strongest Successful Male, he's another one as well. I watch a lot of ATIA stories. This is actually going to fall under the ATIJ, not A. I know we replaced the A with the J. This is going to fall under that category. So I have a whole playlist of stories if you want to check those out. This is not what this channel is about. By the way, this is a mainly motivational channel, but y'all know I switch it up and I do different things every now and again. But hope you guys enjoyed it. These were fun to go over. Like I said, if we can get to 10 likes and or 500 views, I'll go ahead and release a part 2 for this. So until then, it's Marcus Frage from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be better. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.